Hey, good morning, world. Once again, Brian Cook, a teacher from Pocomoke Middle School in Pocomoke City, Maryland, USA, coming to you this morning again from Nasca, Peru, where I'm working as a part of a team of teachers on a Fulbright Teachers for Global Classroom Initiative and Fellowship. I just want to recap my day yesterday. Man, it was so amazing as we got into our school, which is a COAR school, which is a boarding school done by the state, I should say state, the Ministry of Education, which is a public school. We were walked in, we were greeted with tons of children in like a big horseshoe. They had a song they sang to us in English. They were so proud of themselves for learning. We had signs and flags and hellos, and oh, so beautiful. Their music was second to none. I couldn't believe the welcome that you get. Being in a boarding school, there's a little bit of difference in like the idea of community. So all these students live at the boarding school. I call it kind of like bunk houses where they live, and they're there all day, every day. School runs daily from 8 to 8, which for the teachers, which is like kind of surprising for me. But one of the things I noticed because of the setting is like the love and compassion for each student. The teachers are constantly going around, kids are running up, giving them hugs, saying, "Teacher, teacher," and they're asking them questions, and they're working together, and it's just really eye-opening. I gave a cultural presentation with my colleague about the American culture and just where we're from and what our school systems are like, and they were so inquisitive, asking questions, wanting to know about our culture, why we do things, and it was really powerful. We met a ton of students. I always say, like, I wanted to be all in. I wanted to jump in with activities and talk with kids, and I realized talking and building relationships with kids is so powerful. We really hit on that at my school, at Pocomoke Middle School, but I just want to like really re-emphasize, like, that's the same here. Kids are coming at all different levels and abilities, and some of them are really, really high. And it's exciting to see what they can do because they help one another. One of the unique things about the school is school ends about 6 o'clock every day, and the final classes, and the teachers have to stay till 8. Some plan, some go hang out with kids and build relationships. Really cool. They have a big courtyard area, and they have a dining room and cafeteria, so certain grades are on their their dinner shift. And it was really special. I was sitting there talking to one little girl today. She was a 5th grader, which is equivalent to 16 years old. And in Peruvian culture, that's their last year of school. And we had this very amazing conversation. I asked her what she loved to read, and we talked about the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown for a very long time. We went through, and she talked to me about how she loved how the character of Robert Langdon was built, and just how some of his initiatives and how his willingness to travel and go around. And I was just perplexed by it because the Da Vinci Code is a very complex text, and we were working on the character, the plot, just going in there when she's talking to me about the research she's doing so she can determine which next book she's read. And I'm a big Dan Brown fan myself, so we talked about Deception Point and Angels and Demons, and I was just really just blown away by her ability. And her name was Claudia, and I'm really excited because I know Claudia is going to do great things one day. Another story I want to share with you is about a boy in 3rd grade named Anderson. 3rd grade will be equivalent to about 14 years old. And as I did my cultural presentation, we wrapped things up, and he said, Mr. Brian, I want to know, what can I do to learn English better? What are some tips? So I was like, wow, like you know, every student wanted to do well there. I thought they were very engaged and inquisitive, but Anderson really took it above and beyond. And we sat and talked about practicing English, and he kept saying, "No, can I call you?" And I'm like, "I don't know if you can call me from Peru," but he's like, no, WhatsApp, you know, we can practice talking. So I made a goal that day. I was like, you know what? Next year, my school, we're really going to work on this international club idea with my colleague here. I know we met a lady at the U.S. Embassy in Peru, Sunshine, about doing some book studies, but I'm telling you, Pocomoke Middle School, Springboro, elementary, which Deb teaches 5th grade GT, which is close to my 6th grade. We're really going to have some great conversations on literature, and we're going to set up a connection so our students can connect with theirs, where we can learn about the culture of the world with them. They can practice our English. It's going to be a great win-win situation. I'm really excited about it. The last part of our day that was really intriguing was we had lunch with the principal. She asked us to come with her. So we went out for a short time at lunch. And she told us, she said, my daughter is in primary school. She's very little. She's 5. And my daughter is right around that age, so I feel really connected. And we started talking about how they teach. And she said, I go to my classroom sometimes, and I don't really see anything special or, really engaging. They're just sitting in chairs and rows. And we started talking about engagement and how we, in the United States, teach English. It was very unique to me because we learn through a conversation, and giving examples of how we would teach things, that they don't teach English phonetically here, which is very odd to us because we're all about learning letters, learning the sounds, and they do it in a different fashion, learning vocabulary, because honestly they have a language already that they know. So it's very intriguing to me, like how they went through it. So I'm hoping that the private school is adjacent to the boarding school where I'm at, so I would love to get in there and just sit down and listen and watch how they teach a little bit, just to kind of get a better understanding, because I've gotten to talk to people, but I'd like to see the primary as well as the upper grades, where I call them upper middle school and high school. So I'm really excited, and as we continue through this journey to continue to find ways to connect our students with Peruvian students through literature and literacy, and it's going to be a great ride. So thank you for watching. We'll continue again today, as I need to get dressed here shortly and go to school today, because school's about to start in a little bit. So thank you. Once again, Brian Cook signing off from Nasca, Peru, working in one of the Peruvian COAR boarding schools. So thank you and have a great day.